So, something I haven't shared, but since I'm postpartum and I pretty much talk about everything on this platform, I am someone who struggles with PMDD. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a much more severe form of PMS that happens from the time you stop ovulating until you get your period. So once you get your period, your symptoms are relieved, but it makes you really depressed, really anxious. It can make you suicidal. It can make you, it can be really, 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 really dark. And it's something that I am, you know who I have to thank actually is Lindsay Girk. Her account was where she talked about this and she described what she was going through. And it was like right after I was postpartum, and it was something that I was going through. And I realized when she said it, I was like, fuck, I need to start like tracking when this stuff is happening, like when I'm feeling this way. And so I ended up like going on medication. Like I'm on Zoloft. And I stayed on that through my pregnancy. It's interesting because when you're pregnant, the symptoms, in my experience, went away. Because you're not getting your period. But it's one of those things that I think that a lot more women probably struggle with than we realize. And I'm so grateful for, I feel like, the knowledge that our generation has about like your luteal phase and like things that you can do, and the fact that like we're talking about these women's issues that our moms didn't talk about. Like they weren't, the fact that my generation talks about postpartum depression a lot more. I've talked on here about my postpartum anxiety. I had postpartum OCD. It was like I never had postpartum depression, but I struggled a lot with anxiety and the OCD. But PMDD, I'm finding now I'm starting to like at least get more ads, and maybe it's just because I struggle with this, that I'm just grateful more women are talking about it. And it's seemingly being less stigmatized. And I just want to say thank you to Lindsay Girk, because you helped me realize that I was struggling with that. And I'm so grateful to you for that. But what's great now is like I have a weekly therapist that I meet with, and we've been together. I've been seeing her for over a year, and I'm so lucky. She's so amazing. She puts together all these connections that are just like changing my life in a major way and opening my eyes to a lot of things about myself. And this is something that like she's working with me on in such a specialized way. And so like what we're doing now, like normally we meet on Fridays, and what she said now is like we're going to like track like she is tracking my cycle now. And which like I track it too, but like it's crazy that I'm not more diligent about being like, bitch, get ready. Like, but yeah, I'm tracking it now. And like, she's basically said, when you're having these days, we're going to like have a special meeting. Like we need to meet on those days where you're feeling like that. And so I just have to say, I'm so grateful to have the most amazing, I have a psychiatrist too, but, therapist, and to guide me through it. And if you're someone who's struggling with it, please don't be ashamed of it. And you know what I do have to say is like, because I think a lot of our moms struggled with this and they didn't know what it was, I think understanding it, if all of us in our generation understand it and we teach our daughters about it, I think we can maybe have a little bit more compassion for our parents, for our moms, in understanding that maybe they struggled with this and that we didn't quite understand because we were little what was going on. Because I certainly I think becoming a mom in general and made me just have a different level of understanding for my own mom and like how hard it is to be a mom and all of that. And so I think all of us, even if you don't struggle with this, it's good that we all are learning about it. And now I'm just rambling. So I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, your Wednesday TMI, I have PMDD, and I'm going to set an Alexa alarm now that wakes me up in the morning and says, bitch, you might be a bitch-ass bitch today, and maybe don't be a bitch-ass bitch today, because, yeah, it's real.